भङ्गरहितं निरतं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतुलं भजे तापत्रयापहं तपस्वाध्याय शुश्रूषा कृष्णपूजारतं मुनिं विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट् चक्रवर्तिनं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् नमस्ते. Welcome to the third day of this ongoing webinar. From last 2 days we have covered the topics from Prakarana Granthas and Itihasa Puranas. Today we will cover about different Upanishad Prasthana, topics of Upanishad Prasthana. Today we are grateful to have two great acharyas, Viranarayana Acharya and Pratosh Acharya. First, I would like to welcome these acharyas. I also welcome the children who are waiting eagerly to show their presentation. Then I would like to welcome the audience also. I would like to start this program by Veda Ghosha and Stotra written by Madhwacharya. I would welcome Akshobenna to say this.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Vang Me Manasi Pratisthita Mano Me Vati Pratisthita Maviravir Maethi Vedasya Maani Isthashrutam Me Ma Praha Asiranena Thite Horatran सन्दधामिरुतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवत्ववतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 वन्दिता शेषवन्योरुवृन् वन्दिता शेषवन्द्योरुवृन्दारकं चन्दनाचर्चितोदारपीनां सकम् इन्दिरा चञ्चलापाङ्गनीराजितं मन्दरोद्धारिवृत्तोद्भुजा भोगिनं प्रीणयामो वासुदेवं देवतामण्डलाखण्डमण्डनम्
Thank you, Akshobenna, for hearing us melodious music. Now, first I would call Vedeshanna to present his learning about Shat Prashna Upanishad. Welcome, Vedeshanna.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् नमोऽस्तु अनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षिशिरोर्बाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः श्रीमन्मध्वमहाचार्य पदोद्मेकसद्मनाम् अणूनां महतां चापि भवतात् करुणामयी तपस्वाध्याय शुश्रूषा कृष्णपूजारतं मुनिं विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट् चक्रवर्तिनम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् Namaste one and all present here. I am Vedesha. Today on the auspicious eve of Madhwajayanthi, I am very fortunate to get an opportunity to talk on the uniqueness of Sri Madhwacharya's commentary. I have chosen a topic from the Upanishads. Although this topic is mentioned in many Upanishads, my main focus is on the sixth Prashna of Shatprashna Upanishad Bhashya. My topic is the state of liberated souls or Jiva in Upanishads. Muktau Kalanam Avasthiti Prakaraha. So I will give a brief introduction to the Shatprashna Upanishad Bhashya. In this Upanishad, 6 rishis who are eager to get the knowledge about Brahman have sought guidance from the Rishi Pippalada. In the 6th Prashna, Rishi Bharadwaja asked Pippalada, so who is the Shodashakalatmaka Purusha? What are Shodashakalas? So kalas are the bindings a jiva has in his materialistic world, or kalas are which help in self and the body. Answering to this, Pipalada Rishi enlisted all the 16 kalas which are bound to the jiva, and these are jada kalas, and also he listed their respective deities who have the authority over them. Now a question arises, where does the jiva go when he gets liberated? And all the kalas also, where do they go? The answer given by Upanishad was pare vye sarva eki bhavanti. So now let's look on how one interpretation is made on this topic. Eki bhava is the liberated jiva and these deities attain eki bhava, that is singularity with the God. They will go into Brahman or they will become the Brahman. So this interpretation's main idea is oneness or singularity. Only one ultimate reality is there, that is Brahman, and there is no second entity. And also by giving an example, it also elaborates on the process by an illustration. हयथेमा नद्यः स्यन्दमानाः समुद्रायणाः समुद्रं प्राप्य अस्तं गच्छन्ति भिद्येते तासां नामरूपे समुद्र इत्येवं प्रोच्यते. Now in this verse, the illustration of rivers flowing into the ocean is utilized to show how the presiding deities, all the 16 kalas, when liberated with the jiva, reach the supreme purusha. When rivers flow towards the ocean, so this is the meaning of this mantra. Yathema nadya sandamaha. When rivers flow towards the ocean, samudrayanaha samudram prapya. On reaching the ocean, they disappear. Astam gachanti. And they give up their individuality in it. Vidyete tasam namarupe. Their name and forms are destroyed. Samudra ityevam prochate. And are all called the sea or ocean alone. Here, they are saying that when Ganga and Yamuna and other rivers, when they merge into the ocean, before that we could distinguish between Ganga and Yamuna. After merging, we can't distinguish as they have lost their name and forms. So by this, likewise, for him who seeks Purusha with all the 16 kalas, whose goal is the Purusha, having merged with the Purusha, they disappear. Their names and forms are destroyed. We can't distinguish between the one kala and the other kala. And because there is only one Purusha and we can only call him as only Purusha alone. Only he is present. This interpretation is discarded by Sri Madhwacharya by saying it is invalid. How? Firstly, in the Vakya, pare vye sarva eki bhavanti. Here, the word eki bhava is interpreted wrongly, says Madhwacharya. Eki bhavanti does not mean singularity or oneness because it is grammatically incorrect. The grammatical structure of this expression does not permit such a meaning. Here, there is a pratyaya used, chvi. The suffix chvi is used here, that is ikara, eki bhavanti, in the sense of abhuta tadbhava. It means abhuta tadbhava, that is to say, something which was not before being brought into existence. Now let us take an example how it is used. Shuddhikarana of a room. Here, this act of purifying a room is expressing that it was not Shuddha, pure before. By doing the act, the purification act, the room is now Shuddha. In their context, the other interpretation context, Jiva Brahma Aikya is something which is to be brought about, but it is always there according to them. Therefore, this expression cannot be constructed as conveying singularity or oneness between Jiva and Brahman. So, by Eke Bhavanti, how should we interpret it? Let us take how elsewhere it has been used. They say that Gavaha Goshthe Eki Bhavanti. Here, does it mean all the whatever number they may be 10, 20 cows become one after entering the Goshtha? Not at all. So it means that they all come in the same place. that is to Goshtha. Here, it is saying that Eki Bhavanti is used in the sense of Sthanaikya. And also another example, Rajnyaha Eki Bhavanti. Here, does all the Rajas, kings become one? So it doesn't make sense. So here we should interpret it as Matyaikya. They all agreed upon the same topic. So same Vishaya, one Vishaya which they were talking about. So likewise, here Eki Bhavanti should be interpreted as Sthanakya and Matyaikya, being in the same place as Brahman, that is Vaikuntha, or having no discord in thought with the God, that is Matyaikya. So this is said by Madhwacharya in Shloka Avirodhacha Sadrishyam Ekadesha Stithisthatha Ekibhava Stridha Proktaha Naikibhava Swarupayoho. Moving on to the example of river merging in the ocean. So they gave there are many wrong interpretations of the words in the mantra Sayathema Nadhya Sindamanaha. So let us look one by one. The first wrong interpretation in the mantra is the word Astam Gachanti. They told that Astam Gachanti means they will disappear. And it is vanished, they said. We all have heard about, have seen Asta in the word Surya Asta. There, does it mean Surya vanished out of existence? Not at all. He will be visible in other parts of the world also. So, therefore, we have to interpret Astam Gachanti as Adarshanam Gachanti. That is, they become unobservable. This doesn't mean they vanished out of existence. To whom it is unobservable? To the Ajnanis like us. So, the second wrong interpretation was Vidyate Tasam Namarupe. Their nama and form, name and form gets destroyed. Has anyone seen the word Vidyate, Bhidadatu, used in the meaning of destroying? If you take an example, Ghataha Bhinnaha, does it mean Ghata got destroyed? We understand it like that. But the dhatu doesn't mean it. The dhatu is Bhidir Dvaidhikarane, which translate to Dvaidhikarana is the artha. Meaning, it split into parts is the meaning. Many parts or two parts. So, Bheda, that is distinction between the name and forms of the river and the ocean are maintained. So, like this, it should be interpreted. Now, the another word that they interpreted wrongly was Samudra ityevam prochate. Here they interpreted by doing the Padacheda Samudraha ityevam prochate. But it is invalid that one who knows Bhasha Jnana or the language sense doesn't make these types of mistakes. It should be read as Samudre ityevam prochate. By doing Samudraha ityevam prochate, the meaning is all rivers are called only ocean. All rivers are called ocean. Why rivers are called ocean? So it doesn't make any sense. Samudre ityevam prochate. If we do the Padacheda like this, now it means all rivers are said to be in the ocean. So by this, Madhwacharya showed in logically and by grammatically that their interpretation is wrong. Leave grammatically and philosophically. Now let us look on logically, which everyone approves. Leave the mantra and the wordings. If two water bodies mix together, they don't become one. Do they become one? As if we take 2 glasses of water and we mix them, if we say they become one, it is virodha. There is a virodha. As we see that water increases in volume. So, eki bhava means there should be no difference. So, logically also it is wrong. And also in another sense, as per science also all the paramanus of one water body is different from the other part. So, there should be a distinction between two water bodies. And there will be a distinction. So, by giving commentaries, he interpreted by Sri Madhwacharya interpreted these wordings like this, but he didn't stop by there. He also gave a pramana. Pranadaya kalayasmin mukta nityam pratisthita prithak prithang nama rupais namastasmai parayate. So everyone should agree upon agama pramana. At least the other opponent, Prativadi, agrees upon the agama pramana. So if you don't agree upon my interpretation, you should agree on this agama pramana. So like this, by this being a philosopher, Sri Madhwacharya shows that one has to establish a topic grammatically, logically, and also giving agama pramanas, which the Pratibadi or the opponent also agrees upon. So this is the uniqueness of Sri Madhwacharya's commentary. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Thank you, Vedishana. It was a very nice talk about the commentary of Madhwacharya. Now I would ask Adhyakshas to comment on his talk.
Veeranana sir. Veeranana sir.
Veeranarana sir. Acharya.
Tattvavada.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Please continue.
Okay. So yeah, overall it was a very good presentation. I particularly liked his command over the language. So almost there was no mistake in it. That was very good. And the coverage of the topic was also very lucid, in the sense that even for a non-expert, this was accessible. So that is one other good thing. So there were no like particularly negative comments or rather feedbacks that I would like to share. But as from a point of rather improvement, what could have been done is from next time, if you can, let's say, have like one slide of visual presentation as well, not too much. Okay, just one slide where what you can do is, if you are, especially when you are doing an Anuvada of Upanishads, what can be done is you just flash that particular Vakya, right? So that when the reader is, or when the audience is listening to what you are saying, they can also refer to the original Vakya. See, that way, right? Whenever you are saying, see, there is a chiv pratyaya here, you just put a underline to that, eki bhavana, that just highlight it. Right, when you are saying that, okay, here is that analogy or the drishtanta that is shown, you can highlight that particular vakya. So that way, listeners can associate what you are saying with the original text. Right, so that could be a thing that you can try out next time. So otherwise, it was pretty good. Yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pratibhacharya.
Veeranarana Acharya.
Acharya.
अन्यस्य भवितुमर्हति.
Thank you, Pratibhacharya. We'll try to adopt the advice what you have said in future presentations. Now, I shall.
Where
Acharya.
are you able to hear me?
Yeah, Acharya. Please continue.
So I have heard your presentation. Very nice. That we are showing to the world that Dvaita can be presented in understandable way. Very clear. I hope people will be able to enjoy your lectures and your Shastra Anuvada. That is most important thing. Okay.
ಹಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Okay.
Thank you, Acharya, for this keen observation. Now, I call Hrishikeshana to share his learning about Kataka Upanishad. Welcome, Hrishikeshana.
Namaste, Vanita. My name is Rishikesh. Today I am going to tell about Kataka Upanishad. The Kataka Upanishad belongs to Krishna Yajurveda. It is arranged in 2 chapters, each containing 3 parts known as Valli. The central theme of this Upanishad is to praise the supremacy of Lord Vishnu over the souls after death and also in the state of liberation. Upanishad are the part of the Vedas. So before starting the Vedas, we should know about Rishi, Chandas and Devate. In this Upanishad, Yama and Nachiketa's conversation was held. So Upanishad sages, Rishis were Yama and Nachiketa, and the chandas of this Upanishad should be considered by counting the letters of verses respectively. In this Upanishad, Brahmajajnam, Devamedium and Ishano Bhutabhavyasya, etc. All the verses were quoted. So from this we can know that as the central theme of Upanishad is supremacy of Lord Vishnu, so the Lord Vishnu is the Devate of this Upanishad. The Kataka Upanishad opens with an interesting episode. Once the sage Uddalaka performs Vishwadit sacrifice and offers very weak. Huh? Once the sage Uddalaka performs Vishwadit sacrifice and offers very weak cows as gifts, known as Pitodaka, Jagdhatrana, Dugdhadoha, Nirindriyaha. He was donating everything, including useless cows, like which are old and unable to eat, drink, and unable to give milk also. So Nachiketa thought that this was wrong, and he questioned to his father, "Father, to whom will you give me?" He repeatedly asked it by 2 to 3 times. Angered by repeated queries, his father curses that he will give to Yama. But it is not at. But here he asked sarcastically that instead of giving these cows, you can give me. Nachiketa then Nachiketa's father gave to Yama, and then Nachiketa went to abode of Yama. At that time, Yama was not available. Yama's wife Shyamala welcomes and pays respect to the boy, but he refused to take offering by Shyamala in the absence of Yama. He stays for about 3 days without food. As soon as Yama returns, his wife tells him about Nachiketa. Nachiketa is waiting for 3 days, so you should offer him. Then Yama also honored him and he granted the three boons. The first boon was Uddhalaka heartily. Uddhalaka should forgive me and develops affection towards me as before, though I may have got a new body. And the second boon was Nachiketa is blessed with full of knowledge about the heaven fire and its indweller Lord Srihari. Yama voluntarily gave the blessing that heaven fire is also called as Nachiketa Agni, and he also gave the gold and the other valuables. And येयं प्रेते विचिकित्सा मनुष्ये अस्तीत्येके नायमस्तीति चैके एतद्विद्यामनुशिष्टस्त्वयाहं वराणामेष वरस्तृतीयः. Now he will ask third boon, that the overview of the Upanishad, Nachiketa said that there is doubt regarding what happens to the person after the death. Some say that he exists, others say that he does not exist. So, but when we see the Madhwacharya's Bhashya, we can understand that Nachiketa asked about the liberated person, because Nachiketa is a person who is already dead, so he knows about the existence after death. By this, we can conclude that he asked about the existence of God as the controller of the liberated person. And in the Bhashya, Madhwacharya gave the Agama Pramana that asya visramsamanasya sharirasthasya dehinah dehad vimucyamanasya kimatra parishishyate etadvaitat. This Pramana is in Kathakopanishad only. So by this way, he asked about the liberated person. Like this way, and Yama also give him Upadesha on liberated person. Thank you.
Thank you, Shikeshana, for sharing your learning about Kataka Upanishad. Now, I would request Adhyakshas to comment on his talk.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you seemed a little nervous, Prasikesha. So yeah, one thing is you should not be nervous. Okay, so present it calmly, right? I mean, a lot of times you are searching for words. I think it's maybe it's the first time you are doing this sort of a thing, and it's natural to be nervous. But yeah, try to be a little more lucid in the way you say. Otherwise, the content-wise, it was all right, no problems at all, right? And also, like comparing with the previous session, right, of Vedesha. So you could go into a little bit more details of how things are. For instance, you said that there is an Agama Pramana that was given to say that it is the liberated soul, not the dead person, right? It would have been nice if you would have actually quoted that Agama Pramana and explained it as well. Instead of just saying that there is an Agama Pramana, right? It's good to say that at least. I mean, so that people will appreciate that, you're simply not saying that there is an Agama Pramana, but you know what Agama that you are talking about. Okay. Otherwise, it was good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anacharya?
Of course, the same observations are more or less same. That he is able to convey what he wants to convey, but sometimes he is searching for few words that should be corrected. And as Pradosh has no, there is no other problem. You can continue. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya, for your keen observation. Now, I call Achyutanna to present about Mandukya Upanishad.
meeting join.
I'm Achyuta. I'm telling about Mandukya Upanishad.
Are you Achyuta or your name is Achyuta?
My name is Achyuta.
What is the difference? What is the difference between you being Achyuta and your name being Achyuta?
Name belongs to Deha, but me means the Jiva.
So you are not Achyuta.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Then your name is Achyuta. Is your name Achyuta or you are Achyuta? What is correct?
My name is Achyuta.
But your name is Achyuta and you are not Achyuta, correct?
Both are same.
Both are same, but you just said they are not the same. Anyway, continue. I was just joking. Yeah.
Mandukya Upanishad belongs to Atharvaveda, and it's an exposition of Om, the mystical sound, which is the foundational attribute of Brahma. Unlike all Upanishads, this Upanishad also has sage, chandas, etc. Here, in the form of Ra, Varuna honored the four forms of Sriman Narayana by meditating him as Omkara Vachya. In this four forms of God means Omkara Pratipadya. Omkara Pratipadya God is told in this Mandukya Upanishad. There is a line, Soyamatma Chatushpat. Chatushpat means Shankaracharya explains the path word, means pada word, as psychological states. But Madhwacharya explains the same word as four stages of consciousness of human being, which is controlled or energized by four forms of Akshara Brahma. Akshara Brahma means who is same in the past, present, and future, and who is infinite. He is called as Brahma. First state of human being is awakening. In waking state, Vaishwanara is the energizer, and Vaishwanara has the form of elephant. With his knowledge, he makes jivas conscious of the manifested external world. In 18 phases, he has altogether human form. In the center, he has an elephant form. with 4 arms and feet and the trunk. This is known as having in all 7 limbs. He initiates the enjoyment of the gross objects through the instruments of senses, both of auspicious and inauspicious ones. The second one is a dreamy state. The dream state of dreams is internal consciousness, where with 7 limbs and 19 mouths, the dream state energizer is named as Taijasa. He is same as Vaishwanara in body. The third form is dreamless sleep, where in sleep one does not desire any desires, or where no dreams are seen. That form is the dreamless state. In the dreamless state, becoming singular, the mass of consciousness, which is blissful, reveler in bliss, intelligence in appearance, he is called as prajna in this third form. And fourth form is he is not an energizer of internal objects, or nor the energizer of the external objects, nor the energizer of intermediate objects, nor the mass of consciousness, neither consciousness nor absence of consciousness, unseen, unrelated, incomprehensible, without any distinguishing marks, unthinkable, indescribable, singular, essence of the manifestation, provider of entire primordial world, peaceful, auspicious, one without the second, one considered as the fourth. First one, Vaishwanara will be in the eyes, and Taijasa will be in neck, and Prajna is in our heart. Turiya means fourth one. The last one is up, is in head. There is a line, Vikalpo Vinivarteta Kalpito yadi kenachit Upadeshadayam vado jnate dvaitam na vidyate. This seems like it's telling about Advaita, but Madhwacharya tells that Ananyatha jnatam avagatam advaitam Dvaitam vastu swarupapekshaya dvidha hi anyatha jnatam ityarthaha. Means Dvaita means the samshayatmaka jnana, and Advaita means nishchaya jnana. So Vikalpo Vinivarteta is the line which is telling about samshaya and viparita jnana, not about Advaita or Advaita Brahma or Brahma's Aikya. Therefore, the line tells that improper knowledge, if any, will keys with little reflection on this, being aware of such conflicting views, and with proper initiation, there will no occasion for any contradictions. Now, there are 4 forms of Paramatma, which are Pratipadyas of Omkara, A, U, Ma, Nada. And they are in 4 different places: eyes, neck, and heart, and upper head also. Now we can say that 4 forms of Paramatma are different, means bhinna, because they are in 4 different places. But Acharya, Madhwacharya tells that there are they are abhinna, means they are not different. And they all are one. They give an example for that. If one man is in different places, if one man is in different places, then will one man become different man? No, he can't be different. Like that, Paramatma is also in different places, and he has Ananta Rupas, means uncountable rupas. So he is not different. He is abhinna, means in incarnations he is not bhinna. Thank you.
Thank you, Achitana, for sharing your learning in Mandukya Upanishad. Now, I request Adhikshas to speak about his talk. Arya?
Pratosacharya.
Madhwacharya is not here.
No, he's here.
He's not there.
Pratosacharya left.
He texted me. He will join within 2 minutes. Okay. We'll wait. Ramadracharya.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
Hmm.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. Everyone spoke very beautifully, especially Vedasha had extreme command over the language, and I think probably poor Achyuta got scared because of Dr. Prathosh's questions in the beginning and hesitated a little bit, but yeah, this was also a very good presentation. I actually had noted down a couple of things regarding Vedasha's presentation. Yeah, so I think you tried to explain modern science analogy or something like that. You tried to bring up molecules or something. I did not fully follow that. Maybe that could have been elaborated a bit more. You did that, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
So even I was not able to properly relate to that analogy. So a little bit more explanation would have been nicer, but that's okay. It's a great attempt that you tried bringing up modern science and connecting those things. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, and
Uh, yeah, sorry, I got a call and it just got disconnected and I had to get back. Okay. See, Achyuta, I heard your presentation. Like, one question: were you reading from something that you had written already?
Slight.
Okay. Yeah, so I could see that, and that's not a good practice. Okay. See, what happens is, and I will give you I could spot an example, right? I think one of the words primordial or something, you were struggling to read it. So it's, see, whenever you are doing an Anuvada, right, be it in English or any other language, one suggestion is to not look into any sort of material, or be it notes or some written material or something. It just comes out, okay, and doesn't look nice. So I mean, it's okay to write it down and practice it, and then talk external first. But yeah, so especially when you have something to read, and if you are changing your gaze, etc., it doesn't look good, and also it will not show your confidence. So next time when you are doing it, it's better if you not have any material there and try to reproduce from there. Okay. Otherwise, the content wise, it was, yeah, it was good. It was standard, and yeah, so no mistakes there. And similar to the comments that I gave to the other speakers, whenever you are referring to some pramana or something, it's always good to tell that vakya itself and then explain it, rather than just saying that here is a vakya or here is a pramana that Acharya has said. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, I mean, that's actually a very big comment. No? Don't try to read it from a pre-written document. Try to prepare yourself well and then present it independently of something that is written. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
thanks, Anna. Now, I would request audiences to comment on these presentations.
The camera can be stable in the last right. It can be, the mobile can be put into some place and can you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So the thing is, like, the camera can be stable. Maybe it was too disturbing that time. So other the presentation skills, right, means that's what like, it has to be practiced more. The way it's like the conversations, English conversation need to be practiced between the students itself. That will be help them. The way the Sanskrit, through the Sanskrit they are doing it, that can be done through in English itself. That's also may help them to better put a presentation. Thanks.
Thanks, Anna.
Madhwacharya, अद्य मध्वजयन्ती अस्ति. किमपि मध्वाचार्यस्य विषये भवान् एव किञ्चित् वदतु.
ಅವರಿಲ್ಲ ಜೊತೆ ನಿರ್ಗತ ಅಂತ.
एवं रामभद्राचार्य अपि वक्तुं शक्नोति.
Acharya has given a extremely challenging task. I did note down a couple of points actually. So when I was requested to talk about this particular thing, or when I was told that Anandavana students are conducting English translation, I was very delighted. Swamiji and Srinidhi Anna has already explained why we need to do all these translations and all. In this particular occasion of Madhwajayanthi, let me add one more point on why we should focus on bringing Madhwacharya's amazing contributions and make in English and making them available for other people as well. So I remembered, I recollected one instance of Sri Vishweshatirtha Swamiji, where he fought and he made a lot of protests to include the word Madhwa in Nadagita. Acharya, please correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I had heard when I was in my early days. So Vishweshatirtha Swamiji had fought a lot to make sure word Madhwa is included in Nadagita. So what is the purpose of that? Basically, we need representation. In the modern world, Madhwa community needs representation. That is the goal. That is why Sri Swamiji has actually fought for that. So because of that, because of the same reason, because we need representation, we need to put up all of the content of Sarvamoola in English. To make content available in English makes good representation of Madhwa community. So not just that, it will also make it easy for let's say someone from Tamil Nadu wants to read Sarvamoola, someone from Maharashtra, someone from Gujarat. Forget about someone from North America or something. We can focus inside India itself. So Sri Madhwacharya has given a great contribution. So that kind of contribution has to be made available to people, and our community has to be represented. That should be the long-term goal. So this is how I see all of these translation to English efforts. So on this special occasion of Madhwajayanthi, let us reinforce all of these efforts and let us continue to do so. That's my 2 cents. Thank you, Acharya.
Really, it's a nice, experiment. As Acharya said, it's very much, relevant today that our presence in North India is very, very less. So the beyond Karnataka efforts need to be done. It may be, we are actually from Madhwa consciousness team, we are trying even for Hindi Madhwa Bodhis, like, presenting the Madhwa philosophy more in a simplified version in for the Hindi speakers also. So the digital content also is being, we are trying to develop as much as possible, because in even internet the presence is very less, either through the Hindi or in English. We are also in the same direction, and we want this the group of students present their different subjects, different micro level topics also, and simplified and put in a PPT or in a different Kanma presentations. And if they are able to put it for 10 to 15 minutes talk right in our daily Madhwa Shaka, that will be great, help for the community also. That's from my side. Thanks, Acharya.
Thank you, Rambhadranna. Thank you, Anilanna. Today was the last day of this webinar, which was conducting from 3 days. This was the first attempt from children of Anandavana. We are very fortunate that we have gotten this opportunity of presenting in English. I thank Dhananjay and team. I request elders to forgive us if in case of any mistakes are done by us. So please encourage us in future days as we make other sessions like this.
Srinivasanna is also here. Srinivasanna, please share your valuable remarks.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ pranams to all. Firstly, I thank Acharya for taking this initiative to bring the knowledge of Purnapramati Gurukula children in Anandavana to the public domain, and the kind of effort that is happening in Anandavana for many years. So Acharya has been instrumental in trying to strengthen this effort in many ways, whether it is through the Agnika Prakriyas or the kind of quality learning that is happening. So one of the things that I could remember at this point of time is the speech of Mohan Bhagwatji yesterday on Vijay Dashami Day in RSS headquarters in Nagpur. So he made a very kind of a statement, kind of a very significant statement that, we have many religions across the world, but, the Hindu dharma is something that is beneath all of the religions. That is basically trying to say that the concept of dharma, the tattva that is understood by the way we understand dharma in Bharatiya tradition encompasses the whole of humanity. So in that sense, everybody is a Bharatiya or a Hindu. So, I would like to kind of extend this argument, saying that, although not many people are aware of the Madhwa philosophy, I presume and I also believe strongly that the whole humanity is consciously or unconsciously are the followers of the the Tattvavada tradition, because Tattvavada kind of bases its fundamental doctrine based on the experience that we all get. Emphasis is lays, the Madhwa's significant contribution is on laying the emphasis on our first-hand experience, what we experience to the core when we, contemplate, when we, do normal things in our life. So that is the basis on which the kind of ontological framework is built. So in that sense, the whole humanity has to be grateful to the Acharya for making Sakshi. I mean, when we even talk to, even in court, finally we talk about Sakshi, Atma Sakshi. That is the ultimate, truth that one can reveal to oneself. Based on that, obviously, there are more things to be built on. So remembering Acharya's this Anubhava Pramanya's significance, I again appreciate the effort by all the students who have made very sincere efforts. I still remember those dates when I was, as young as one of them. I don't think I would have spoken even a sentence in English. So it's really remarkable that while studying Shastras, in Sanskrita and having a mother tongue kind of a background, they are able to develop English language also. So this is really appreciable, and also being presided by some of the best scholars of these days who understand tradition as well as modern world, like Srinidhi, Rambhadra, Pratosh, and Viranacharya. All these are very eminent people who have, really blessed this effort, and 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 more so of our Guruji Swamiji, Bhandakir Swamiji, who has been instrumental in kind of initiating the effort of Purna Pramati, from the beginning. So he has been very, very encouraging and supportive of all the efforts, all the risks that we have taken. So again, I thank everybody, and really blessed to be part of this very, enriching experience. Thank you all. Namaste, Acharya.
Thank you. Okay. Srikara, conclusion.
Thank you, Srinivasana. Once again, I thank everyone for encouraging us in this webinar. Now, let us end this webinar with saying Shanti Mantra.
Akshayam Karma.
Akshayam
Akshayam Karamaya Pare
Svarapaitam.
Akshayam Yanti Kaniyannamata Aksharo Yojara Sarvadaiva Kukshigam Yasya Veshvam Sadadadhikam Prinayamo Vasudevam Devata Mandala Khandamandanam Khandamandanam Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Mayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Gobrahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Ale Varshatu Pardanya Prithvi Sasyashalini
Deshoyam
Shobhanita Sajjana Santu Nirbhyah Aputra Putrinas Santu Putrinas Adhana Sadhana Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Shri Krishna.